Hi. No, I wasn't going anywhere. If I was going to go, I would have left a long time ago.
Okay, perfect. I just came to get your name, sir.
Right. My name is Robin Edgar.
How do you spell Robin? How do you spell Robin?
Oh, it's not with a Y, put it that way.
Okay.
I think that's just for girls. Right?
Classic Batman.
Yeah.
Edgar.
You got it. No, that's it. Yeah, sometimes people put a D at the end, but that's how it is, yeah.
Okay. And your date of birth, Robin?
October 9th, 1959.
October 9th. Current address for you, sir?
I'm in Montreal. They gave you a pamphlet?
Yeah.
Can I see what the bullshit is in it?
Because as soon as we're done,
it's full of bullshit.
Yeah. Sure, absolutely.
No, that's an old pamphlet. It's been full of bullshit for about 30 years now. But
Right now, I just want the truth about your address.
Right. Montreal should be good enough for now.
That's it?
For now. Yeah. Unless you want to arrest me.
I don't want to arrest you. I just
So
want.
what I'm saying, Montreal should be good enough. I mean, you need more than that? I'll give you my email address if you want.
Well, I'd like your physical address. Like, I can run it up on the computer and get your driver's license history and get the thing. I just don't want to do that, right? Because I want to just go
right.
through my wonderful day.
But
you're not in any trouble.
No, I wouldn't expect to be. But you're here for that matter. But and Unitarians are really good at calling the police when I protest.
Okay. You were just about to help me out, and then you stopped.
Yeah. I'm trying. The thing is that right now I'm staying in a place. I'm taking care of a friend's apartment for a bit.
Okay.
And I can't remember the address.
Do you have a driver's license, Quebec driver's license?
Yes, but it's expired.
I'm not going to take it.
No, but the address is not valid.
Okay.
Where do you have your mail sent to?
I don't. I gave up on mail years ago. I don't even have a bank account. I said screw the bank.
So where do you get your
I don't.
taxes slip? You don't pay any taxes?
Put it this way, I don't
want to put it anyway, Robin. I just
what I'm getting at is there's no taxes to pay. So the income is below the threshold for paying taxes. So.
Awesome. Okay, so you don't want to give me your address right now?
I don't really have an address to give you is what I'm getting at.
Well, you do. You're staying somewhere.
I told you where it's staying, but I don't remember the address.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight
It's
with you.
Hutchinson. It's Hutchinson Street. You want to put Hutchinson, be my guest. I just don't remember the exact street address. It's apartment 2. You can put apartment 2 somewhere on Hutchinson.
So anywhere beyond this sign is Algonquin property.
I've been told that, yeah.
Great, well I'm telling you again.
Right.
Because if you're past that, then I will arrest you. If you're not, you can do your thing.
I've been told that before, yeah.
Okay, well I'm telling you again.
Right.
Okay? Are you good?
So remind me where the line is?
I don't need any sarcasm or smartassness.
No. I said, where's the line?
If you go anywhere near that sign or beyond, it's Algonquin proper. Actually, probably right here's the line.
Right.
I would imagine, because this street is Algonquin property.
Right.
Reference sign, private property.
Right.
And personally, just from me to you, I'm going to ask that you don't yell at the kids that are involved.
I generally don't yell at the kids. I've yelled at 1 or 2 adults who have said stupid things to me first. So
because we just had some kids come by and they were afraid.
Well, I don't know why they would be
I don't
or
know
should
either.
be.
I'm just saying.
But
Yell at kids.
yeah, but put it this way.
I'm not putting it anyway. Don't yell at the kids.
I haven't yelled at any kids. I rarely even yell at adults. It is a protest. You are allowed to have a megaphone and shout slogans. So
don't scare any kids. That's my.
No, I have no intention of scaring any kids. The people that scare kids are the pedophiles and rapists that this religious community tries to cover up and hide by accusing me of the criminal act of blasphemous libel.
I ran into 2 pedophiles in there. They wouldn't give me their names either.
No, but seriously, the reason I'm protesting today, one of the primary reasons, is because the Unitarian Universalist religious community, the head office in Boston, as it were.
Oh, that's where they're out of, eh? Okay.
It's mainly an American church. And they're located mainly in Boston. Anyway, they had the unmitigated gall to hire Stikeman Elliott, barristers and solicitors litigation lawyer, to accuse me of the criminal act of
Accuse
accuse me of blasphemous libel.
What does that mean?
Good question, but it's in the criminal code. I can't remember exactly which section. It means blaspheming against religion. And the basis for this blasphemous libel accusation was the exact quote from the letter: "Your unfounded and vicious allegations to the effect that ministers of the association engage in such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape are defamatory." And then he went on to say that they're so defamatory that they constitute the criminal act of blasphemous libel. So this was an attempt to have me take down blog posts that actually tell the truth about people who were convicted and went to jail, and you can read about it in the newspaper. But he pretended it was false and blasphemous. And to me, that's pretty disgusting. So I think I have pretty good reason to be here today with these picket signs. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I already been told about the property line. So yeah.
Awesome.
Right. So that was an interesting conversation with the Ottawa Police. I'm glad to see we have it all recorded. So yes, somebody, it's not enough. It's not enough that I'm, hundreds of feet away from the building. But they got to make sure that I don't cross, this line here. The cop actually said, as long as you don't go by the green thing, or which is basically what I was doing earlier. I was essentially saying, well, as long as I don't go by the big green pillar there and the private property sign, I should be okay. But no, the security guy came out and said, no, the real property line is this line right here. So, once he informed me of that, I've been respecting it. I might have stepped an inch or two on the other side of it once or twice, just because I'm, not paying attention enough, but it's just insane. Oh, there's the security guy now. So, the Unitarians, they're right now their annual meeting is supposedly about justice. It's all about justice, but they won't allow me to get anywhere near the building to protest against the perversion of justice. Yes, perversion of justice. That is the fact that the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations in Boston is falsely accusing me of the criminal act of blasphemous libel in Bill Cosby-style legal bullying that seeks to intimidate me into removing blog posts about Unitarian Universalist pedophiles and rapists. So, these Unitarians, they're really, it's pretty sad, the lengths that they'll go to try to suppress this protest. It's not enough to have me escorted off the property of Algonquin College by security guards. It's not enough for the security guard to come by and insist that I not cross the white line there. But no, on top of that, the police have to come and remind me about that. It's like, and ask me not to yell at kids. Not that I actually yelled at any kids, but it's possible I said a thing or two as some kids went by. Let's see, what's the word kids mean? I might say something to teenagers, but I've actually been pretty careful today about, not saying too much. Even when teenagers walk by, they can read the signs, they can figure things out for themselves. The only time I've raised my voice is when some idiot has said something idiotic, and I felt obliged to reply, and he's walking far enough away to cause me to raise my voice just so he can hear me. It's not like I'm shouting just for the sake of shouting, because I'm raising my voice so the guy can hear me when he's 50, 60 feet away. So anyway, let's see now. The cops, I can't believe it. I just had a look, and they're basically still at their cars looking this direction. So it's almost like they're just waiting for me to step across the line so they can accuse me of trespassing. That's pretty funny if that's the case. So I think what I'm going to do to be more visible is when the light changes to cross, I think I'm going to cross on the pedestrian walkway. So Anyhow, but it was interesting. The cop had in his wallet a tract, you know, what do Unitarian Universalists believe? This is a tract that Reverend Charles Edis wrote years and years and years ago. And, you know, in the meantime, Montreal Unitarians and other Unitarian Universalists have made a total mockery of everything in that tract. Now, the thing I'm wondering about is whether or not the cop is a Unitarian Universalist. I mean, it's not impossible that there's one or two Unitarian Universalists on the police force, and, you know, maybe he's throwing his weight around unnecessarily as, you know, because he's a Unitarian Universalist. So it's a possibility, because it's, you know, kind of funny that he has a Unitarian Universalist tract in his little fold-over thingy. As I said, it could very well have been given to him, but who knows? Maybe it's been in his wallet for quite some time now. So, wow, it's still, okay, 13, 12 seconds. So we're going to cross to the other side. And it's still a white guy there. Anyhow, so it looks like these cops are, just want to make sure am I recording this? Yes, I am. So the cops, you know, they're there by their car watching. This is hilarious. It's like I'm being supervised by cops to make sure that I don't step across the property line. So we'll just circulate. And I don't know if that's another cop car there. Is it possible that there's actually 3 police cars? There's a car coming this way. Not sure if it's a police car or not. No, unless it's unmarked, but I don't think so. So yeah, this is very funny. Got my signs say Unitarian Universalists misuse Canada's blasphemy law to cover up and deny pedophilia and rape.
Right on.
You're welcome. I'm actually accused of the criminal act of blasphemous libel for blogging about a few Unitarian Universalist rapists that were actually convicted. Yeah. It's legal bullying. They're trying to get me to remove the blog posts, and they're saying that my blog posts are false, which is actually not true. But it's insane, you know, like this is the 21st century and they're using blasphemy law. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's like, hey, I'll take that. You know, what a privilege. Thank you. So yeah, this young lady comes by and asks what the picket sign, and this is a typical public response. You know, the public, you know, unlike Unitarian Universalists who are in deep psychological denial and you know, just wallowing in obstinate, willful ignorance about their little clergy abuse problem and their clergy abuse cover-up and denial problem. You know, unlike them, the public basically goes, yeah, right on, you know, like, tell them, you know. So, you know, when it's the average Canadian public, they are very much on side with me on this issue. But for some reason, Unitarian Universalists who claim to believe in justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, and claim to believe in a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, can't bring themselves to do either of those two things. You know, when I call clergy abuse to attention, when I call out cover-up and denial of clergy abuse, when I point out how their clergy misconduct policies and procedures are seriously flawed and need to be reformed, you know, no, they can't seem to bring themselves to fix their UU problems, as it were. So anyway, 2 police cars, a couple of cops, had a nice little chat with them, and you know, we shall shall continue our little protest now, but I just think it's funny. They're not standing outside the cars anymore. They seem to be in the cars. You know, they were literally sort of just standing there watching, you know, just sort of waiting for me to step across the line as though I would. Now, I would if I wanted to push the issue and engage in some, you know, ersatz civil disobedience. But unlike Unitarian Universalist clergy, I, generally speaking, don't like to waste the time of police and the court system and so on with bullshit, you know, arrests on bullshit civil disobedience things. So I'd prefer to just, you know, do my protest well within the bounds of the legal parameters. So, nonetheless, the fact that the police were actually called, even though I was off the campus property and have been off ever since the, you know, good day, sir, ever since the security guards escorted me off, you know, that for the police to come after that, when I'm actually respecting the restriction is a bit silly. So, anyhow. So I think I'm going to take a photograph of the two cars, and we're going to cross the other side so we get the nice green Algonquin College sign in there too. Little souvenir of my little chat with the police. Oh, looks like they may be leaving. Cars pulling forward. So if I'm going to get a shot, I'm going to have to get it fairly quickly before they disappear. So they're pulled up beside, they're having a little chat or something. So I'm just going to, oh dear, I stepped across the line by a foot or so. Okay, so now we're okay. So they're still